Hello, my name's Philip Kilgore, and I am the CTO of Shardar Enterprises, and I'm here today to talk to you about a product that we've been working on called ChatCPA. One of the things we've been working on for it recently is a medical billing module that right now allows you to query ICD-10 codes. Might do more in the future, but the idea really is twofold. First of all, I can tell you that as a former bioinformatician, that I've had to deal with cases where I've had to pull data based off of ICD codes, and if you're not familiar with them, and I wasn't, it becomes difficult, right? People have to be trained, I guess, explicitly to be able to know where to look, and it takes a huge amount of effort. So, the idea here is that, for instance, let's say you're on an emergency room floor. Your first priority is going to be patients. You're not going to be spending all of your time looking at, well, what's the proper billing code for this? And so the idea is that you could type a textual description into this bot. Now, we're running this in an emulator. However, we've gotten ChatCPA to also work with Microsoft Teams and Slack. So, for instance, let's say that I'm in this position. I don't know what the ICD codes for cancer are. Well, I could just type that in. I could type in ICD codes for cancer, and it will give me the ICD range, but it will also give me a document I can download. This is a CSV file, and once you download it, it expires. Main reason being here that if we eventually start sending, data that needs to expire, that in that case that would be insured. However, you can see we have a fairly comprehensive listing of all of the ICD codes within this range. So, with that having been said, the other use case, of course, is that if maybe you're a researcher, and typically if you're trying to acquire data from some of these sources, maybe you're trying to acquire data from SEER, for instance, then it helps to know the ICD codes that correspond to your conditions that you're looking for so that you can meet inclusion criteria and avoid things in your exclusion criteria. And chances are, let's say you are working in cancer, right? Well, you probably know the ICD codes for your specific cancer, but maybe you don't know the ICD codes for another particular case. So, for instance, let's say you have a comorbidity that for whatever reason you don't want in your data, you maybe want to exclude conjunctivitis. And so we'll type an ICD code for conjunctivitis. And it's going to think a little bit, and then it's come back with H10 and a list of everything that could apply. And the reason we do it this way is actually quite simple, because we could maybe give you one of these more granular, these finer level ICD codes. However, the chances of that being properly matched, maybe the eye is unspecified, maybe it's bilateral, maybe you're looking at the left eye, maybe you've misspelled mucopurulent. All of those things might interfere with finding this, but if you know exactly what you're looking for, you can download this and you have all of the codes in front of you. Now, we can incidentally also say ICD code for, let's say, brain cancer, and it'll do the same thing. And there's a little trick here, because you'll notice that in this description that it gave us of that particular ICD code, that the name of the category was not brain cancer, it was malignant neoplasm of brain. And so there is, I suppose, some degree of fudge factor here to where it's able to, in some instances, look for synonyms. And the idea I guess being that if we say even something kind of like ICD code for malaria, well, it's going to say you didn't specify malaria, so these are the ICD codes for the kind of malaria that you want. We can likewise do things like ICD codes for viruses. And this will bring back infectious diseases and parasites. So right now, we think that this is pretty flexible. We hope that you agree and look forward to reaching out to us. Please do not hesitate to contact us. Until then, we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.